SoundHound AI has experienced a 25% decrease in the share price in the previous 5 trading days. That has a lot of investors asking if they should buy SoundHound AI stock on this dip here. I'm going to address that question in this video by reviewing the company's latest developments, a huge announcement it made at CES in recent days, looking at the company's longer-term prospects, and then finally comparing it against its new updated valuation to determine if SoundHound AI stock is a buy on this dip here.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.
Speaking about the company's latest developments, on January 7th, 2025, the company unveiled the first ever in-vehicle voice commerce system with a demo at CES 2025. The platform allows drivers and passengers to order takeout for pickup directly from the car's infotainment system. SoundHound advanced voice commerce ecosystem will allow drivers and passengers to place an order, make payments seamlessly, and then navigate to the nearest pickup location, all directly from a car's infotainment system, completely hands-free. So this would add an incredible layer of convenience for consumers and drivers worldwide. Imagine driving home from work. You can just say, "Hey, order me my 2 cups of coffee that I usually get for myself and my wife." And then by the time you arrive at your local coffee shop, that order is waiting for you and they bring it out to your car, or you drive through and you pick it up, all without having to take your hands off the wheel and pulling over and making the order on the app or however you might order. So I think this is an incredibly convenient offering that many consumers will appreciate. And if we've learned anything from consumers, it's that they're willing to pay for convenience. So even if this comes with a slightly higher fee, I think consumers will be willing to absorb that higher fee in order to take advantage of this feature. The company went on to say that it's in talks with well-known automotive manufacturers to pilot this first of its kind ordering system, which will allow voice transactions in 2025. They went on to say that the company intends to bring ordering and voice commerce to other devices like smart TVs, right? This is a frequent situation, a use case, right? You're watching TV, you see a commercial for your local pizza restaurant, and you want to order a pizza. You could just speak into your remote and order the pizza. It takes your payment and off you go. Much more convenient than, say, opening the app or going to the website and ordering and processing the payment. It could take a while to do that. Whereas if you can do it with your voice, it's a lot more convenient, right? I know one of the pizza places we like to order from is Domino's Pizza, and their website and app is clunky. It takes longer than it should to make an order. If I could just speak into my remote and order a pizza, that would be a lot more convenient, and it would allow me to bypass Domino's Pizza's clunky website. So this adds convenience, and consumers are willing to pay for convenience, and that's good news. Still, SoundHound AI in the last 5 days, the stock price is down 25%. But if you look longer term, they've done a great job growing their revenue to $67 million, up from around $20 million in 2022. The trouble has been the profitability. While they made incredible progress between 2022 and early 2024, that progress has stalled in 2024. The operating profit margin of negative 140% hasn't improved by all that much since the beginning of January of 2024. The company says that this is a result of several acquisitions they made and trying to digest these acquisitions, and that's what's causing the slowdown in progress on profitability, and that, in 24 to 36 months, their profitability will continue improving like it has been in the past. And I agree, so long as they made these acquisitions prudently and they did their due diligence and they did find synergies that they can exercise, I agree that they can capitalize on this, and as they find these synergies, they can return to improving their operating profit margins. And it's a similar story with their cash flow from operations. It's been improving. That improvement, the rate of improvement slowed down, but they're still improving on this metric, even though they haven't improved the operating margin metric. And many of these expenses were perhaps non-cash expenses, which allowed them to continue improving in their cash numbers. And so, with companies that are losing money on the bottom line, you want to look at the balance sheet. How much cash do they have on hand? SoundHound AI has a strong balance sheet. 135 million in cash is plenty to get the company to the next milestone and get the company hopefully to the point where they're cash flow positive. If not, even if they can just reach the point, for example, in the beginning of the video, I highlighted this big e-commerce initiative they're undertaking. If they can just get to the point where they launch that into the market, and now that's another incremental revenue stream that could potentially generate huge revenue and profit numbers for the company, that could be enough to get them to cash flow positive. So it's all about hitting these milestones for SoundHound AI. They've already got significant orders for their products and services, a backlog, and demand for this type of artificial intelligence service is increasing. And like management says, I agree with what management says about communicating with electronic devices. Up till now, we've been primarily communicating with electronic devices by touching them, doing things, touching buttons, and etc. The management team of SoundHound AI believes that it would be more effective if we can communicate with these electronics, whether it be refrigerators, remote controls, computers, printers, cars, with voice instead of with touch. And I agree, especially as these devices are becoming more complex, it's harder to learn how to use all these various devices. So having that voice communication would help significantly. I know it would help me if I could just ask my printer, hey, how do I do this? And the printer says, okay, it's okay, I can do it for you. And I don't have to figure out how to do various things. And so and imagine other people who are less tech savvy, how much difficulty and how much improvement they would have if they can communicate with devices through voice instead of having to touch the buttons in a certain way. So all that being said, the valuation has come down considerably. It was trading at a forward price to sales over 50. And when it was this expensive, I told investors it's too expensive. You should not buy that stock at that valuation. But what about now that it's trading at a forward price to sales of 27? Is this worth buying at this price? I would say still no, even though it's an incredible company doing innovative things and the upside is huge. I still think at the current valuation, the rewards do not outweigh the risks right now. It's too risky for the potential reward. I would say it's more prudent to continue waiting for a better entry price for SoundHound AI stock.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to announce that my book is finally available for sale. I've been working on it for more than a year now, so I'm really excited to finally share this with you now. It goes through my framework for evaluating stocks. Some of you often ask why I like this stock or why I like the other stock, and this framework provides you the things that I look at when I'm evaluating stocks. I've added the link in the description below.